Four Steelers headed to the Pro Bowl. That's this weekend ahead of the Super Bowl. I'm glad they do the Pro Bowl in advance of the Super Bowl now. And it's going to be in Las Vegas, too. So I'm excited to see, which players are hurting a little bit because they're celebrating all the festivities of being in the city of sin. TJ Watt, Cam Heyward, and then Najee Harris and receiver Diontae Johnson are both going to the Pro Bowl because Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase are playing in the Super Bowl for the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm excited to see the last hoorah of the 2021 season in the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend in Las Vegas.
Man, give me a 4-piece spicy when it comes down to the Pro Bowl for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Got my 4-piece spicy going to Vegas. Sin City, man, stay out the casino, fellas. Go don't have a good time, but keep the drinks to a minimum and stay out the casino as much as possible, but definitely have a good time. But I'm just proud, that Diontae, really got in. What you got to say about a rookie, Najee? Like the rookie Najee wind up, putting his toes in the water, putting that on his resume as a Pro Bowler. TJ, Defensive Player of the Year in my mind. And then when you look at Cam, like that's what he do. He just missed the consistent. He missed the man as soon as I leave. I'm about to hit the Hall of Fame. And Cam Heyward. So just proud for the Pittsburgh Steelers to represent in the Pro Bowl. Unfortunately, we got 2-0 just off of where the Cincinnati Bengals is. But right now, we're going to rep the Cincinnati Bengals to win the Super Bowl. But at the same time, man, for Diontae, Najee, Cam, and TJ, man, congratulations on going to the Pro Bowl. Make sure y'all be careful in Sin City because there's a lot of sinning out.
Ike, it sounds like you have a little bit of experience in Las Vegas. That means a little for anyone who doesn't speak Spanish. I'll go full gringo. Ike, we're going to find out next week about the NFL awards. So I'd imagine we're going to be talking about TJ Watt winning NFL Defensive Player of the Year. That's going to be announced on February the 10th. So I'd be shocked if he were not the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, Cam Heyward also extremely important to that Steelers defense. Right. But I was happy Johnson got in too. And then the other AFC receivers who got in were extremely deserving. And it was like, man, you've got to leave someone out. But because Jamar Chase is going to be playing for a Lombardi trophy, that opens up the void. Johnson did a great job, and I predicted it. My prediction came true. Like I said at the start of the year, I thought Diontae Johnson would be a Pro Bowl player. He fixed his issue for the most part, dropping the football. Keep using those tennis balls, Diontae, because it seemed to be working for you in terms of how he trains to focus on making sure he watches the ball all the way in. He was much more sure-handed than he had been in the 2020 season. So I'm glad to see the NFL recognize him because he had a great season for the Steelers.
No, he's the wild factor on that offense. Other than Najee, he's definitely the wild. Like, when he's not in the game, you can definitely tell. We saw that in the Buffalo game when they lost in the playoffs last year. Like, when Diontae dropped a few passes and they took him out the game, that pop just came out of the offense. So when he got back on the field, that pop came back on the offense. He's just been like that for the whole season. He's been that pop for the whole season. Now what Diontae have to do, he got to finish strong. Because later on in the season, he started relapsing and going back to them drops. So if he can just be Mr. Consistent the last 4 games as he was throughout the whole season, he'll be perfectly fine. But from last year to this year, them tennis balls definitely helped him out. And it's a reason why the man going to the Pro Bowl. So congrats to Diontae Johnson.